going back to what you were talking about, you getting all this inspiration and direction from your crew at Founders Inc., the Accelerator. Why did you decide to join the Accelerator? What led you to it, and what did you get out of it?
I would say that it's again this sort of thing where like, at least to me, it was this sort of like one in a lifetime opportunity that I got the call to like, hey, pull up to SF and like let's see you work, right? That's what they said essentially. And to me, it was that sort of like one in a lifetime opportunity. You know, I'm 22 years old. You know, I have plenty of times to make mistakes, and you know, at least I didn't want to have the regret of saying no to them, and then you know, like down the line, being like, oh, I want to apply again, and then not getting the invite again, right? So at least that was my mindset when I initially joined. But in general, I guess if you're just considering why to join an accelerator, I think more than investment, more than you know, the opportunity to learn how to build a company from like experienced founders, I think is the environment, like the network that you build, right? The ability to get with other founders, talk about your issues, they talk about their issues, become friends, right? Get references to other people that might serve to you, right? So I think the network that accelerators provide is the biggest value that they have.
And that's where I wonder if the outcome would have been different had I connected with the right people. So that does make sense, especially for hardware products where you're actually putting widgets together, and you're working on the physical hardware itself. Having other people that are doing the same could help you solve problems and get ideas. So that piece makes sense. What would you say has been the most valuable feedback you received since you joined?
I guess the most valuable feedback, to be honest, it's just this general concept of like just ship it, right? Just like don't keep it in the lab for too long. Just put it out there, right? That sort of thing. Again, what I mentioned, that like, yeah, you want to put it out there, you want to talk to customers, you want to get feedback early, right? And that's the sort of thing that as an engineer, right, you're not taught to do very often, because you're always taught to, build it and get it, do the whole, engineering process until it's like perfect, right? But just that whole aspect of like where you see other people that they have these like bare bones products and they are putting it out there and like getting people to give them feedback. And then you also see that like, yeah, maybe my product is ready to get some feedback. To be honest, it's not going to be pretty, all the time, right? Sometimes you're going to put something out there and like, hey, can you guys give me feedback on my design? And they're going to say it's ugly, right? But that's essential, right? That's essential in the startup life. You got to fail early, fail fast. Fail early, fail often, right? Such that you can improve much faster. So that's the most valuable feedback I've gotten from people just in general.
Got it. Ultimately, it's you want to meet the requirements of the person that will cut the checks for you and would place the order. So you have to, that's what you are iterating for. You want to get to a minimum viable product that is finding product market fit, right?
Yeah.
So,
and actually, might I add that just in general, putting stuff out there and just getting your name out there, right? That's important. Just in general, right? Even if you don't end up pursuing the product you're working on, just the ability to put out there and and go viral on a tweet or something, and they're starting getting people to get you in contact with you and help you build your network again. That's another thing that's helpful with just like the mentality of like just ship it, right? Because again, even if you don't get the iterating benefit on the product, you at least get the benefit of exposure for your own personal brand, right?